Hello fellow humans, welcome back to That Random Geek Abby. Today, I'm just trying to get this video idea out, okay? Yesterday I spent like 2.5 hours almost making this entire presentation for a YouTube short and then trying to film said YouTube short and literally going insane because I ended up deleting every last bit of footage that I got. So now I'm making it a long form video instead, where I can give you guys my presentation, and I just remembered that I didn't do something, I didn't add like a picture I wanted to add or something. I'll be right back.
One Google search later.
I have returned victoriously, and sorry my voice sounds like it's dying because it is. I was screaming at a Trailblazers game yesterday. I'm also probably getting sick. Anyway, I got the picture. The presentation is ready. There are so many weird pictures in my computer now that I'm going to delete after this video. But here's my presentation on specific/unimportant things that drive me crazy. I'm sorry, I'm gonna like move you a little bit closer so you can actually see the whole thing and hopefully read the text I added, because I added quite a bit of exposition. So, the first one on this list here, and sorry if I sound a little disinterested, it's because I've had to say these things that have been annoying me over and over and over again as I tried to film the video yesterday. So, yeah. The first one here, this doesn't really drive me crazy, it just irks me a little. Tom Cruise wearing his watch on the inside of his wrist. I don't know if this is just something he did in Minority Report, or if this is like just something he does all the time, is just wearing his watch on the inside of his wrist. And by that I mean like on this side and not the back. And like, it just confused me the first time I saw the movie, and like, I remember being like, what is happening? Why is he wearing it on the inside of his wrist? And my mom was just like, some people do that sometimes. And I'm just like, I turned into the Chick-fil-A girl for a second. Next thing we have here, Mission Impossible 2. Almost the entire movie. Some parts were good, especially like the score and Tom Cruise's hair, I'm not gonna lie. The rest? No, it's very unnecessary, very silly. Apparently, or my mom was telling me at least, that this one had a lower budget than the first. And I do like that it kind of started off Ethan Hunt's character trait of like being super loyal to his friends and jeopardizing missions for the sake of keeping his friends or the people he cares about safe. I do like that it added that, because that's like one of the main character traits of Ethan Hunt nowadays. So, yeah, but no, as the slide says, my sanity was kind of slipping away during this movie because of how silly it was. Okay, next thing. This song! I just remembered that this is one of the slides on this presentation. I keep forgetting that this is one of the slides on this presentation for some reason, and then every time I see it, I just get a little bit angered, but also think it's really funny that I added this. Yes, so, as you can see, this is a song called I'm So Blessed by Kane. It's a Christian song about how they feel very blessed to have God in their lives, and they feel like God has blessed their lives. But the lyrics drive me insane because they are not very good, I will admit. This here is the entire chorus of the song, I'm so blessed, got this heartbeat in my chest. No, it doesn't matter about the rest. If I've got you, Lord, I'm so blessed. See, it's a nice message, but it's like so stinky to me. Like it could be so much better. Like this is the entire chorus. This is all the substance of the chorus, and a whole quarter of said chorus is literally just, no, it doesn't matter about the rest. And like, what is the rest? Why does the rest not matter? And no hate to Kane, but why did they not make a better lyric? This is just filler. It's just filler, really. It's just something that rhymes with blessed, and it drives me crazy. Oh my gosh. Editing Abby here, and I just had another thought that irks me about this song. This is the same band that wrote this song, Rise Up, Lazarus, which I really like for the lyrical stuff in the beginning, and also that song is just really good in general. Oh my word, I love it. but it's the same band, and they wrote that song, and it's in the same album as Rise Up, and I don't understand. Next thing. It's also a lyrical gripe that I have with a song. This time, though, it's related to the rhyme, as you can see from the text I have on this slide. So this song is actually pretty good. I do quite enjoy this song, not gonna lie. I don't have it on any of my playlists, but my sister listens to it, and every time it comes on, I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah. But the second verse makes me angry. Some of you might already be able to tell, but literally, he rhymed describe it with favorite when it could have so much easily rhymed with favorite better if he put explain it, because of the A sound in both explain and favorite. So instead of saying, can't find the words to describe it, she tell me that I'm her favorite, it could have been, can't find the words to explain it, she tell me that I'm her favorite. It sounds so much better, and every time I hear this song, I'm like, it was so easy, it was right in front of you, it was... Also no hate to him, but it does drive, I'm just talking about stuff that drives me crazy, so, yeah. Okay, next thing. Worship groups / worship artists that only put the live versions of their songs on Spotify. I don't like to hear the bridge 5 gajillion times. The bridge isn't even usually the best part of the song with most worship songs. I mean, sometimes it is, but oftentimes it's like really annoying. So it does drive me crazy to have to listen to an 8-minute worship song where half of said worship song is the bridge being repeated, or just listening to an 8-minute worship song in general, because like most of the time it doesn't have much substance except repetition. I mean, the first few minutes are usually really good, and then they start repeating things, and that's why it's such a long song in the end, and it drives me crazy. I keep saying that things drive me crazy, but that's like literally the point of this whole video. So, yeah. And then the next thing, second to last thing we have, people misunderstanding what a hear me out really is. So, if you guys don't know, or if you guys also misunderstand what a hear me out is, it is a character that you find attractive, like a fictional character that you find attractive, that has to be explained. Like, you have to explain why you find them attractive, because it doesn't make sense, because they're either ugly, or like, well, not ugly, but like, not particularly attractive, or their personality is not interesting, or like, people don't really like their personality, and you have to explain, you have to say, hear me out, this character is attractive, and explain it. Now, the reason I grabbed these pictures here, I like took screenshots from the like most popular Hear Me Out Cake YouTube short, I think. The reason I took these is because it's a demonstration of this problem, because the first Hear Me Out that goes into this cake is Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. How is that a character that would need to be explained? It's not, because for one thing, when she puts him on the cake, everybody's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, that's not even how a Hear Me Out cake is supposed to work, well, because like, that's not how Hear Me Outs are supposed to work. Like, if she had a real Hear Me Out being put on the cake, she'd go, hear me out, this character, put it on, and everybody would be like, what? Why that character? And then like later, after they film the video, they'd have to explain it. And by the end, we have this whole thing where some characters actually are Hear Me Outs, but we have the Onceler from the Lorax, which is like a pretty widely agreed upon attractive character with like a whole fan base. We have Nick Wilde from Zootopia, which is also a popular Hear Me Out, but it's not even a Hear Me Out anymore because it is so popular. Like, everybody agrees that he's somewhat attractive. They even have PETA from the Hunger Games on here. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, what? That ain't no Hear Me Out, bro. I mean, unless people, like, really hate his personality. It would be a Hear Me Out to some people, like the people that hate his personality. But, like, He's cute. It's literally Josh Hutcherson. What do you mean? So yeah, this really irks me. One of the many other things that really irks me. No hate to these people, but like this next one, the common mispronunciation of these words here: escape, especially, versus, and nuclear. Okay, so I will very often hear people say, well, not very often, but pretty often, fairly often, I'll hear people say, escape, especially, verse, and nuclear. I almost forgot how to pronounce it incorrectly. This is a reference to Madagascar, one of the Madagascar movies. I think it might have been the second or the third one, but Alex pronounces nuclear, and then Skipper's like, nuclear? Like, making fun of him for the way he said it, and I just, like, it gets me every time because it's so iconic and it's so me. So yeah, it very often drives me crazy to hear people say escape, because where is the C or where is the K sound before the S? It's not there. Especially, where is the K sound before the S once again? Also, versus, like... Like Among Us. Remember this. Think about Among Us every time you try to pronounce the word versus. Like, think of it as versus, because that's how it's spelled. It's versus. Versus. Don't actually say versus. That would probably make you sound weird, and that's also a mispronunciation. But it's versus, and it's spelled versus. So just think of that every time you try to say it, because it is not verse. It is not just verse. It's verses. And then, of course... of course!
I'm on my break!
Someone help me up!
I'm on my break!
Nuclear. Not nuclear, nuclear. Because as you can see here, it's N-U clear. And not N-U-C-U-L-A-R, nuclear. It's nuclear, okay? Okay. And then, I think that's actually it. Hold up. I'm trying to... I didn't make a final slide, guys! I changed this one into this slide that I had here, and I didn't make a final slide. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. So yeah, that is my presentation. It took me quite a while to make this video, as you can probably tell. So, please give it a like if you enjoyed it. That is specific / unimportant things that drive me crazy, or just irk me. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!
And here comes the end of my documentaries.